Out to Japan, I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He's going to, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Beckham, 75 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Dances by him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense set to take over. And it was a tough Week 7 for Sam Darnold in that 20-point loss to Minnesota. Now, look, it wasn't all his fault. You told me that. The running game struggled, but 3 interceptions, a couple of fumbles, one of them lost. He was just off a little bit.
He certainly was, and it evoked memories of the criticism of him coming out of college. Too many turnovers, not just the interceptions, but taking care of the ball in the pocket. You just mentioned those. But the Jets were still in it at the half. They're only down 10-7. The problem is they were trying to do it against the Minnesota Vikings, who are so tough on defense. They pulled away in the second half. When you don't get Isaiah Crowell going running the football, what's it, the last 2 weeks, 24 carries, 69 yards after putting up over 200 against Denver? That's going to be the result. Sam Darnold will struggle a little bit more.
And now the Jets below 500 at 3-4. On second down, here's Crowell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Play action. It's Darnold going underneath for Crowell. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. The play fake, and it's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. On first down, Darnold. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Connor Barwin. Anderson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold rolling to his right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Zebra. Go 26. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Flush to his right. Room here to run. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Off of play action, Darnold. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Faking the give, Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Detroit! Detroit!
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He sets to... Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 45 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Zebra.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Hey, gun. Hey, go 56, 27.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56.
after the interception. Here's Darnold, and that'll be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make the play on first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Detroit!
Again, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So after the INT, it's Manning. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On first down, Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Zebra. Regular. Zebra.
Throwing on first down is Manning. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Off off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for a Nunwa there. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.